I feel like I say this every time I join in on a read-a-thon, but I'm not kidding when I say that 90% of the decisions that I make are spontaneous. I think it's mostly because I don't like plans. I avoid them as best I can. I work better when things are thrown at me spontaneously. Anyway, this is a long-winded way of saying that I decided to participate in contemporary-a-thon, which is happening for about a week. I think next week. I will leave the details and all that good stuff on the screen or down below. But yeah, let's just get into my tentative TBR. There are a total of 7 challenges for this read-a-thon, and the first challenge is to read a contemporary book with orange on the cover. I don't actually have a book that I could choose for this particular challenge just yet, but maybe throughout the week I'll find something with orange on the cover. So the second challenge is to read a dark or spooky contemporary, and for that I'm gonna choose Parasite Life by Victoria Delphi. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but this is a horror mystery book, and I know that this kind of deals with the folklore of vampires and all that, but I think the author has done it in a more contemporary way, so it doesn't seem like there's any supernatural paranormal element to this. So I'm gonna go with it. The other book that I could possibly go with for this challenge is Haunted by R.L. Stine. I know what you're thinking. Again, this is R.L. Stine. He's known for the spooky goosebumps, like monsters and ghosts and all that stuff. But I read a majority of the Fear Street books, and I know that the Fear Street is a lot different to Goosebumps in that a lot of the villains and a lot of the spooky stuff happens within our realm. Like, it's a lot of stalkers and like kidnappers and all that, like real worldly stuff, and I know that this in particular is about a stalker, so this is definitely contemporary. The third challenge is to read a diverse contemporary, and once again I have 2 options that could very well go with this prompt. The first one could be To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, because that has an Asian main character, and the second option that I could go with is Lucky in Love by Casey West, because I think the love interest is also Asian, and I'm very much interested in reading more books with Asian main characters. The fourth challenge is to read a contemporary in a non-traditional format. I know that Lucky in Love by Casey West is available on audiobook, so I could listen to that on audiobook. The other option that I put down is an audiobook of My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. Moving on to the fifth challenge, the prompt is to read a contemporary that has your initials somewhere on the cover. For this one I could go with My Not So Perfect Life, because my first name starts with an M, my middle name starts with an F, and my last name starts with an S. So those are all the letters within that title. Challenge number 6 is to read a contemporary from a new to you author. Again, I could pick up Parasite Life for this prompt because I've never read anything by this author before. And the last challenge is to read a contemporary that is a 5-star prediction for you. I'm gonna go with Scream All Night by Derek. I can't remember the author's last name. I've been putting that book on hold for Halloween. It is horror, but I think it's more contemporary as well, so I could definitely, you know, use that as one of the books that I read for the week, because I definitely think I will give that book a 5 stars. Anyway, let me know down below if you are participating in Contemporary-a-thon, and as I mentioned in the beginning, I will leave all the details of the hosts and all the challenges and all that stuff down in the description bar below, so go check that out. But yeah, I will most likely do a weekly vlog, so look out for that, and I will see you soon.